Scotty, beam me up.
Smash.
Get over here! It is pointless to resist.
All right. Happy birthday to the Geek Den.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah.
Our first anniversary. It is 420, in case you can't tell by my eyes.
Feel like we've been here before.
I know. But at least we're all on one screen this time. It's not bouncing back and forth. Last
That's
year,
true.
we all
That's true.
we didn't think, hey, put it on so where you can see everybody before you hit record.
Everyone's hiding behind Star Trek cardboard cutouts.
But
Lieutenant O'Hara.
it's our first anniversary, and I've been waiting all fucking day for this because we're having a virtual pizza party.
Yeah.
We've all
You
got
can't see my box because it's underneath my MacBook, but here's a slice upside down of delicious, delicious Alfonso's pizza of Hillsborough, New Jersey.
Nice. Alfonso, shout out. I got mine from Pizza King in Lock Haven, Pennsylvania. There's their number if you want to give them a ring.
I like the
Got mine
name.
from the typical Mario's in Black River Plaza.
Mario. Nice.
You can't go wrong with a guy named Mario making pizza.
You can't.
No.
You really can't.
Or
You
Louis.
can't.
It'd be a crime.
I noticed Louis.
Yeah. Louis is
But-
a good one.
I am not going to be a shy guy. I haven't actually eaten anything all day in typical
haven't
No
style
way, I'm
either.
fashion.
digging right in.
Oh, I'm
Yep.
digging right in here.
All right. So another thing we're doing here, we're going to be talking about the great stoner comedies, the movies we love. We're talking Cheech and Chong, fucking
Hell yeah.
what did I say? Grandma's Boy. That's one of my favorites. Dazed and Confused. I would include Animal House too, just because you do stupid shit when you get fucked up with your buddies. That's like the epitome of doing that. So,
Oh, hell yeah.
what are some of you guys' favorite stoner comedies?
Well, Grandma's Boy's definitely up there for me.
Yeah.
Dazed and Confused, unquestionably.
Mhm.
It's just like one of the great comedies ever,
Mhm.
let alone stoner comedies. One of the great indie movies ever. You know, it's not a stoner comedy, but when I was young, I loved getting stoned and watching The Doors.
Mm.
The Oliver Stone movie, The Doors, that was like, a very
Yeah.
stoner-centric, stoner culture kind of
Yeah.
movie. Some other ones I'm leaving out, of course. You gotta love Cheech and Chong. The Big Lebowski, though,
Yeah,
is, I think, maybe one of the great art house stoner comedies ever.
it's a stoner comedy without putting emphasis on being a stoner,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
even though he obviously is a fucking stoner. But yeah,
I have to agree with
that-
that list. I think the only thing that I would include is Detroit Rock City. We were talking about that earlier.
Mhm.
Good stoner comedy to me. And here we are again, 420.
Everyone chewing pizza at the same time.
Right.
Like, yeah.
But
I don't think of it as a stoner comedy, but I do think of it as a great movie.
Mm,
I've only seen it once, and it was when it came out.
At one
And-
time in my life, and this is sounds so random, I actually watched the Oscars with James DeBellos from that movie one time. It was the end of a HorrorCon weekend, Sunday night. We had a staff dinner, and he came to the table with a couple bottles of wine. He was like, "Mind if I just join you guys and hang out?" We're like, "Sure, dude." It was weird and cool and surreal, and he's a very nice guy. He's been to a couple of our shows, James DeBellos. And Edward Furlong's been a class act as well. Nothing but positive reviews there.
Yeah.
I don't care
We've had
what
him in a
movie.
couple shows.
I'm such a fanboy for Terminator. I don't care what movie Eddie Furlong does. He's John Connor
Mm.
in my mind.
Mm.
Like, I've seen him in other stuff, and he's great. But like, I've always just seen him in. He's not Eddie Furlong. He's John Connor. Like
I
all my
loved him
life.
in
It's
this
weird.
Kathy Bates movie called A Home of Our Own.
Mm.
Great, like weird little 90s drama.
Yeah.
Pet Cemetery 2, he was great in.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go again.
Isn't that A Home of Our Own? Doesn't she have like a whole bunch of kids?
Mm-hmm.
And they like build their own house.
That's right.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
But Brain Scan.
Mm.
That was another Eddie Furlong movie. I saw that on HBO when I was a little kid. And I just never forgot about that movie. Fucked me up a little bit. But anyway, back to stoner comedies. Detroit Rock City. Why would you consider that a stoner comedy, Craig? Because Chris said he wouldn't.
And I can understand why you wouldn't, but they're getting stoned the entire time. In my personal opinion. I mean, there's a whole lot of weed smoking going on.
Okay.
That's
fair.
true.
How can we forget Super Troopers?
Mm.
Yeah.
The whole plot of that movie is based around marijuana. So, and it's fucking hilarious. I mean, you get stoned with an inmate, like an inmate, in the storage room of a police department, and he's supposed to,
Has anyone said Half Baked yet?
not yet.
Another one of the
No.
classics,
I watched
undoubtedly.
yeah.
this afternoon. That's a great one. And Dave Chappelle
Samson,
probably,
this is perfection.
yes. Dave Chappelle would probably argue with us by us saying that it's a fantastic movie because he's always been like, it's a weed movie for kids. But
Well.
I was like, I love it though. It's so fucking good.
I'm a stoner
so-
who's fastly approaching his second slice of Alfonso's pizza, so I can relate.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I mean, he ain't wrong about it, but it takes a
Mhm.
special breed, you know what I mean? Like, but who really doesn't like sit and watch Half Baked every once in a while? Even people who don't
Stupid.
smoke weed.
I love it.
Yeah.
It's so stupid. It's
I
great.
met Rachel True a couple times.
Hmm.
Again, total sweetheart, just awesome. Really
Yeah.
kind to her fans, really good stories.
Awesome.
The cast is fantastic. You know, Jim Brewer,
Mm.
Stephen Wright, the guy on the couch, Harlan Williams.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm forgetting the actor's name. Who
Guy who
fuck
played
you, fuck you,
Scarface.
fuck you.
Yeah,
You're cool, Scarface.
I
Yeah.
remember his name.
Yeah.
Guillermo Diaz. That's his
Mhm.
name.
Thank you. He's also great on Weeds.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Oh man, I forgot he
Which
was on Weeds.
And Weeds itself is a great stoner comedy. It's just not
Yeah.
a movie, but
Yeah, it's a series, but
the only like show for stoners probably in the history of television still to this day.
Yeah.
Freaks and Geeks.
That was
I
a
mean,
teen
I-
show.
Yeah. I would call it more of a teen show.
They had like one episode that was about weed. The rest of it's about like your parents are awkward and romance and you
That's
know
fair.
who's popular and it's
I
a
guess
great
I
show
didn't
though.
know.
I love Freaks and Geeks, one of the greatest shows
Yeah.
in TV history. In my
Absolutely.
opinion.
Oh yeah. Wish it would have continued.
Mm.
Yeah.
But honestly, like looking back at that show, like we don't really need any more of it.
Mm.
I would like to see what happens, but it's like, yeah, that's good enough. I'd say, but
I
like,
need more.
I would like.
I
more.
think there was a lot of plot line left there.
Oh, for sure, but like, I
I wanted to see what was going to happen with Daniel playing Dungeons and Dragons with the geeks,
Yeah.
and now Lindsay was finally realizing how much she liked Nick. You
yeah.
know,
Yeah.
after he was like, you know,
Mm.
happy and sober and you know, fucking disco dancing with his you
Mhm.
know other girlfriend.
Mm.
and she had that summer, kind of
You know, she took off on it.
going away with the Grateful Dead. I think the
Yeah.
show was going to go into some cool places in season 2, but sadly, we'll never know unless they do a comic book or something. I'd read it.
Or they do a movie that's full of flashbacks.
Hmm.
Just different cast, obviously. Like have them like as they are now, like playing their roles, but as adults.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right,
And
like what
having-
happened in Summer. kind of
Right.
thing.
Yes, exactly. Or like Divine Secrets of the Yaya Sisterhood. If you've ever seen that movie.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm reaching really far with that one. But it's another one of those full of like 3 or 4 different people play the same character. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
But
One of those type of things, yeah.
yeah. But anyway, the stoner comedy is like Half Baked for sure is up there. Grandma's Boy.
Yeah.
Just the cast alone. Shirley Knight, Shirley Jones, Doris Roberts, the late great Doris Roberts, and the late great Shirley Knight passed away as well, didn't she?
I think I don't want to be wrong, but I feel like they've all passed.
Hang on. But yeah, and then Alan Covert in a leading role.
Love him. Yeah, finally.
Fucking great. Fucking great.
Yeah. And I can't forget the movie I watched today too, which is more like one of those ones that you would catch on Comedy Central in like the afternoon back in the day, Stoned Age.
Mm.
It had like the 2 Hessian guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But Your Highness, have you ever seen that one? Where it's,
I don't think so.
it's James Franco, Danny McBride, basically all those guys in medieval times, and it's so fucking dumb, but it's hilarious. One like that kind of stoner comedy, but there's like I can't remember the exact plot point because I was baked out of my gourd when I watched it, but I remember laughing a lot. So,
Yeah.
but that just could be the side of this marijuana makes you giggle.
How high is another one?
How high? Yeah, dude. I just watched that a couple weeks ago. I might have to refresh. But of course the Friday movies. How are we not talking about those?
Of course, yeah.
Like those alone, they're
Seminal
like
90s. Yeah.
category.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Those are
And
just
my God.
perfect. Just perfectly deliciously 90s.
yeah, like this pizza, my God.
Yeah, I was gonna say like this pizza's perfectly deliciously garlic and mushroomed.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Even as I like tore a few pieces
This
up,
was a
trying to get
great
it out,
idea.
My
Happy 420.
my elaborate. For those at home, wondering why I'm stuffing my face so bad. In addition to having not eaten anything today, I'm very proud of myself for creating an elaborate pizza rig. It's a combination of pizza and MacBook Pro.
yes.
My MacBook Pro sits on top of a box of pizza that has a window cut just big enough for my hand to get through. Tear pieces out.
But update. Shirley Jones is still with us. Mother Partridge, as I like to call her.
Thank God.
Yes. But rest in peace, Doris Roberts and Shirley Knight, of course.
Yeah.
But, man,
I'm still heartbroken and like just terrifyingly shocked about Gilbert Godfrey.
dude,
Oh
that's
man.
gonna take a
Just-
while. That's gonna take
Yeah.
a long while for that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The impact that guy has had on this show.
Yeah.
And without even fucking being here, just us being fans of him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I was actually reaching out to him to get him.
Really?
I'd sent him an email, or
Oh,
his
man.
agent. I'd sent his agent an email. I never got a response, but like, I was just in the waiting stages. I was like, he's a busy dude. They're busy fucking people.
Yeah.
Gilbert fucking Godfrey, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
But I even asked for like 5 fucking seconds. You know what I mean? All
Did you
I
see
wanted.
that video of him like on the TMZ bus where he's like, "Why are you people bothering me?
Why
I'm
are
a
you
big
following
star."
me around? Oh man, yeah. These last couple that have happened,
Yeah.
where we lost somebody famously. They're gonna take me a minute to get over.
Yeah, Bob, Louie, and Gilbert.
And Taylor
That is-
Hawkins as well.
Yeah,
Because the Foo
Oh my God.
Fighters, they're one of
So
those bands that
shocking.
have always been there. I was born at the time, like grunge came about like a year after I was born. Right. So I wasn't old enough to appreciate it then, but I had lived through the transition between Nirvana and the Foo Fighters
Mm,
for Dave Grohl.
yeah.
So I was like, yeah, the Foo Fighters have always fucking been there. And as long as I've known, Taylor Hawkins has been their drummer. And he, like him and Dave Grohl have just been like the exact same person, just in different bodies. And I would
Yeah.
love to hang out with both of them sometime. And I now like, damn, you know. And I'm not a drummer at all, but he's been a major, major influence. Just as far as like how I would carry myself if I were to become like a big famous rock star or something.
Yeah.
Right on. Yeah, he was a legend, no doubt.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So yeah, to everybody we've lost this year, and well, I'm counting Betty White too, even though she passed on New Year's Eve. But she was like, as far back as I can remember, Golden Girls was always on the television.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it be at my grandparents' house or my mom's house, or
Yeah.
you know, even in my marriage, my wife loved the Golden Girls.
Who doesn't? Golden Girls is
Yep.
amazing.
Yep.
So to lose Betty
Landmark
White,
show.
to lose Betty White, the oldest member of the cast, she also outlived everybody.
Yeah.
Just to show a testament to her will. Like, cheers to everybody we've lost. This slice is for you. Yes. Pizza.
Because I'm like finishing up on my third. Like,
Right.
yeah, this one.
I'm working on my second.
The first two were for me.
But yeah, these like we started with Gilbert Gottfried there, but get back on track.
Stoner comedies.
This is a comedy show, damn it.
I will say,
But,
it's not a comedy, but Fear and Loathing has always been one of my favorite stoner movies.
Yeah.
and I had told you like earlier, but when we were getting ready, but like I feel that movie just stands alone. Like,
Kind of.
it's a masterpiece.
Yeah.
And get this, I've only seen it twice, but it's still up there on my list. I remember I got a copy of it because I saw it twice, but I was borrowing those, or I streamed it.
Yeah.
Like those, I had borrowed a copy or I streamed it, but
Hmm.
I own a copy of it, but it's still in the cellophane because that's one of those movies I have to prep myself for, not due to the content, but just due to the intensity of it. There's a lot happening there. But I could see why you would say it's a great stoner movie for sure, because they're just fucked up the entire time. And it's just some of the great scenes in movie history out of that one. Like, there I was. Mother of God, there I am. Holy fuck. Like, it doesn't get much better than that. But
So many great lines. I apologize.
no,
That should
you're
be-
absolutely fine.
I should be good on pizza for now, but
Yeah, I'll be fine.
still
after
things like no use telling this poor bastard about the bats. Like, he'll find out soon enough.
Oh, for sure.
So many.
Like,
There's just an incredible cast of cameos, and so like every little tiny bit actor is someone amazing.
you know what wasn't was it Gary Busey was the highway patrolman?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so. There's
I
Gary
couldn't-
Busey, there's Christina Ricci.
Mhm.
There's a very early Benicio del Toro.
And Tobey
um,
Maguire.
Tobey Maguire, Ellen Barkin.
That's right.
It's just fucking like an incredible cast. Everywhere you look, someone's incredible. But yeah, Terry Gilliam at the top of his game.
For sure.
Just a great movie. I also love, this is an obscure one, but Bill Murray did a very similar movie in 1980. It's called Where the Buffalo Roam. And he was apparently so obsessed with this character of playing, he doesn't play Raoul Duke, he plays Hunter S. Thompson in this movie, but it's a very similar kind of movie. You know, obviously made at a very different point in film and, you know, whatever, very different director. So it's made more like kind of trying to be like this sort of studio kind of comedy, you know. It sort of has this aura of like, oh, Cheech and Chong was good, let's try and do something like in that thing. We got the rights to this cool thing, but we don't know what to do with it. But at any rate, Bill Murray was apparently obsessed with this character until the movie came out and bombed. But Peter Boyle plays the Benicio del Toro part. Bill Murray plays the Johnny Depp role. Also a good, you know, cast and interestingly and just weird fucking movie. It's just like a great, like you get high and you're like, what the fuck happened? I don't even know what I just watched. I enjoyed it though. Bill Murray was, you know.
I haven't seen that one, so I'm gonna have to see if I can find it somewhere.
I vaguely remember it. I remember I've seen it. Just
I've read about it and like I've seen like stills and everything. I just need to actually watch it. So you know, I have to see if I can
It's a
find
great
that.
scene.
oh man, we can't forget about Evil Bong.
I've never watched it, but I've come upon it on Amazon.
The Charles Brand, like the whole franchise, Evil Bong.
I know what you're talking about. I've just never watched it.
Also, Leprechaun in the Hood. Shouldn't forget about that.
Down in the Hood. Yeah.
That's right. My dog is
And Leprechaun back in the Hood.
Yep, might as well just include both of them.
You got it.
I just saw this
It's a
meme
better
today
package deal.
of like showing pictures of Warwick Davis, like showing him how to use a bong for the Leprechaun movies.
Look, I didn't know how.
But
That's amazing.
What am I supposed to do? Is this talk with me?
A friend with weed is a friend indeed.
Oh shit! Yeah,
Left in the Hood out to do no good.
absolutely. But why don't we go ahead and cut to a quick break? And when we come back, we're gonna make an announcement, and that announcement is the winner of our 1-year anniversary contest. So
Sounds good.
Ooh.
come on back.
I'm going easy at Discovery Zone. Discover what I can do on my own.
I can jump, swing, crawl, or mountain climb.
I'm going easy, one of a kind.
What are the Nicktoons so excited about? It's Discovery Zone, where you get a free Nickelodeon activity book featuring the stars of Doug, Rugrats, The Ren and Stimpy Show, and Rocco's Modern Life. And savings on Nickelodeon home videos from Sony Wonder, all in this free activity book only at Discovery Zone.
Fruit Newtons are the cookies with delicious real fruit inside.
Real apple, blueberry, strawberry, real cherry.
And fig, but sorry.
We have no banana today.
All right, we're back, and we have a special guest with us. The winner of our 1-year anniversary contest, Mr. Mike Peters from Massachusetts. What's up, buddy?
What's going on?
Yeah, one of our punk rock dads, punk rock community, all that stuff. One of our Facebook group buddies.
Yeah.
Finally meeting him face to face, and he won our contest because he followed the rules and he entered and did what we told him to do. Unlike a lot of you, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. He'll be getting this book.
And this one.
Yep. And
Nice.
I like it.
this
That's
stuff
awesome.
here from our buddies in American Thrills. Mike, have you checked these guys out at all?
I don't think I have.
They're from Danbury, Connecticut. So,
They are awesome.
yeah.
Couple
They're
hours down
really-
the road.
they're what's that?
Couple hours down the road.
Yes, absolutely. And for
Really
me
great
too.
scene. Really great scene out in Connecticut. Every time I played out there back in my day, the kids were always great, really enthused, good local bands, like, you know,
Yeah.
good turnout. You know, you appreciate that stuff. That's the real frontier right there.
There seems to be a
Yeah.
lot coming out of there in Western Mass right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Western
Lot
Mass.
of-
Yeah, no,
lot
I
of
always
good
like
food.
Mass too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mass is one of those cool pockets of the
That
East.
seems like Portland, Maine's got a good scene going on right now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Once I got out to Colorado, really, you feel like everything west of there, you're in a whole different country. It's people are just like way chiller. Their way things are a little slowed down. They're a lot
Yeah.
nicer. Everybody smokes
Have you
weed.
have you been to
Um,
Ohio? That's a different country.
I've driven through Ohio 1,000 times. 1,000 times across Route 80.
I would go back to New Jersey before I drove through Ohio. And I vowed never to go back to New Jersey. Like
Wow.
I'm born in New Jersey, so that just tells you.
It's like the chance of getting you to an NJ HorrorCon are pretty slim then.
I might do HorrorCon, but
It's Atlantic City. It's almost like it's not Jersey.
Right.
Or it's the most Jersey
there's
thing
two
possible,
exceptions.
depending on how you
There's
look at it.
two exceptions to that. There's
Uh-huh.
HorrorCon and Six Flags Great Adventure because I want to check King Dakar off my roller coaster bucket list.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny. I watch this sounds so stupid and funny every time I tell people. I watch roller coaster POV videos like all the time.
So do I
you
love
know,
that shit. dude.
It would just be
Especially on
hilarious.
like a 55-inch television.
Oh my god, right? Like I just like
It's like you're
that's
fucking there.
that's good
I
enough.
do them
for
on
me.
like a
I
lot of
don't even need
amusement
to-
park rides, like haunted houses and shit too, walkthroughs and everything.
Haunted houses.
water
Yeah.
slides.
Yeah.
You know, that is like I fucking have to get to a water park this summer. If I don't get to a water park, I'm gonna
Dorney
like,
Park, brother.
yeah.
Dorney
I
Park,
need- I see what I
Wildwater
need.
Kingdom.
See what I
They
need,
have a
brother.
great
I
water
need the perfect summer day in the fucking lazy river.
Oh yeah.
Dorney Park.
And
Dorney Park.
the only getting rich dream I ever have is to build my own lazy river. It's the only thing I ever want to
fuck
really get
yeah.
rich for. Like,
Dorney Park because you can dry off and then you can go to the other side of the park and enjoy that too.
That's what we did last time. The only time I was at Dorney Park. I had never been there. Like, when the hell was it? What is this? 2022. So about 7 years ago or so. Going on 7 years. 2015. We took a weekend. It was Labor Day weekend, and it just so happened to be a great, beautiful day. Not too
Yeah.
hot. It was like 80 degrees. We went to Dorney Park, hit the Waddy Park, and then we dried off, went over to the main park. Well, the kids stayed over in the water park though. While it was still open, they took advantage of all that. But me and my buddy Randy, we went and rode every fucking roller coaster. In there.
I grew up doing that my whole life. The
I'm
Dorney Park.
jealous. I'm very jealous.
That's how we would spend summers. It's like in the morning we'd go to the water park. In the afternoon we'd go to the day park or the regular amusement park and just spend the day there.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's a great
I
place
love-
to spend the day.
I love anything to do with water at like an amusement park. So it's like water slides, lazy rivers, those like river raft ones, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah,
like you're in the giant tube that spins around and gets like bumped into and shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Dorney Park.
Yeah.
Dorney Park
yeah,
is
the
great.
safari
One.
type thing. Oh man, those ones are like
They
my
also have a
favorite.
water slide with an 80-foot drop. It's like one of those water flume rides.
So
All right,
fun.
Like the
one of
log
those things
ride.
where like you're like they take the floor out from underneath you.
Well, they have a
Yeah.
couple of those too.
Yeah.
But
Oh wow.
he's talking about like the big giant boat.
Yeah, like the flume,
that
the
just
log
goes
ride.
down and whoosh.
Oh yeah, oh the log ride type of thing.
Yeah,
I know what
yeah.
you're talking
They
about.
have a regular log ride.
the
too, which is
step by
also-
step opening, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's a bit. That was a bit in so
I
many
gotta
things.
get
Blank
to an
check
amusement
too.
park this summer, man. But
I gotta get to a fucking dude, lazy river, man. I need it.
I gotta ride.
And I
the
really
coaster.
like. Again, it's my one getting rich thing. I just want like a lazy river at my house. I feel like if I could like get into a lazy river with my laptop and like Wi-Fi, like I would be so zen. I would just create like awesome shit all day, floating around.
Yeah. That's
Good night.
true. I could probably get a lot of writing done just like hanging out in the raft.
Yeah, you'd be zen.
That'd be-
You know what I
there you
mean?
go, dude.
I'm telling you, you'd be
Get
like
one of those tank
connected.
ones that like squirts water. Get away from me, I'm writing.
No, you just have a calm one. You know, you have a raft that like your feet could get wet, but your MacBook stays dry.
Yeah. Yeah.
It'd
They
be
do
fucking
exist.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Sure.
They exist.
Yeah, you could. If not, you'll make one. You know,
Hey,
you'll
Hey,
engineer one
you're a
somehow.
creative fucker.
I am a creative motherfucker. I will Make that shit out of scotch tape and popsicle sticks if I have to.
Yeah, MacGyver the shit out of it.
Yeah, you
Fucking
MacGyvered
A,
your pizza.
right. Yeah, right. I got the fucking like Temple of Doom secret hatch for pizza slices underneath my MacBook, you know.
He does. He has like a pizza table MacBook combination. It's great.
I wish I had a mirror or something so you guys could see it, but
Oh man,
I'll have to get that in the
I'm
future.
imagining it is working for me. I'm just, like I have an eternal smile because of it. But
Man,
so, Mike,
this is how our very first episode went to.
yeah, stoned out of our mind. But Mike, what got you into punk rock, my friend?
Punk Sucks compilation. A buddy of mine, freshman year, made a tape with that. You know, I already knew the Ramones, Flash, stuff like that, stuff on radio, but he made that comp and got a nice wide array of everything.
Nice.
Skate punk, pop punk.
Yeah.
Just gave you everything all at once. And
Exactly. Started off with Pennywise and got some Sublime in there, some Blink,
shit,
Blue Gun. Great
Really?
comp.
really.
You know, it's
tough.
funny. I didn't get into punk rock until like later in life, and Sublime was like one of those like early gateway drugs for me. Like I listened to like Green Day and shit because it was like really popular. I was in like 5th grade when Green Day blew up.
Yeah.
But like I didn't even really like. I don't think I knew that they were like punk or anything. I was just like they were really good.
Yeah.
And it's like similar thing with like I was talking about this today. Like when Blink-182 came around, you know, this is like how vanilla it was out in the Midwest for me. I grew up outside of Chicago, and it wasn't until coming out east and living, hanging with my friends in New Jersey, they would show me like little bits of this kind of pop punk or that or whatever. Like, oh shit, like I love this. Like this is really good stuff. Like, why isn't anyone in Chicago listening? Like they knew underground Chicago bands that like none of my Chicago friends knew.
Yep.
But I remember, another, big gateway drug was Newfound Glory. You know, that's not the coolest answer in the world. But when I first heard From the Screen to Your Stereo and they were covering the song from Karate Kid, I was like, what? This is awesome. Like, this is like, these guys rule. I don't know who these guys are or what their deal is, but these are cool fucking dudes.
Same
Like,
story, but it was My Heart Will Go On.
oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I love that whole thing. But like,
I love all
the
cover albums.
one that really like made my like, got me going was Newfound Glory of Love. It's so perfect.
Punk goes crunk.
Punk goes crunk.
Yep.
Punk goes pop.
Yeah, there was some great. Yeah, Punk goes pop. Those were awesome.
That first one was really underrated.
Yeah.
Punk goes acoustic was great too. Everything on it.
And I covered that version of that Thrice song too for a long time. Like every time I played like coffee houses and stuff, that song was always in my set.
Yeah.
Just because it's so somber, but it hooks you.
Yeah.
The way you got to sing it, and
cross-platform too. It kind of gets everybody's ear.
Yeah, for sure. Like anybody can enjoy it.
Yeah.
Because you're not too aggressive on the vocals, but you're not too light on them either. And same thing with your guitar playing. Like that version of that song is just totally different from the original. The way it hits you. Not that the original's bad, but I don't know. I like the acoustic version better.
Yeah.
But yeah, for me it was Green Day, like I always say. Like same story with Chris. I don't know if they were punk, but like Basket Case hooked me. I wanted more of that. I wanted more of that kind of music in my life.
Yeah, and that's what happened with me. Like I heard Basket Case and I heard Dookie, and then I heard Punkorama 1, and it started from there.
Yeah.
Part of it was too, I think, with I'm sorry, say that again.
I think with Punkorama 1, I think I got that with you bought a pair of Vans, you got a free CD.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, my cousin taped it for me. He recorded it for me.
Man.
Buy a pair of shoes, free CD. Here's a comp.
Yep.
I think the first two were like that. Vans comps.
Yep.
You know what I feel like was also like culturally like significant, like not necessarily for me personally, but I know for like people like that were around me growing up, was Tony Hawk Pro Skater, the very first one.
That soundtrack, dude, that shaped my musical taste, and like among other things, like not just that shaped my musical taste, but that had a big impact on a lot of the bands.
And actually, you know, and I can tie this all in back to stoner comedies now. One of the great ones, and I'm shocked we haven't talked about it, and talk about being culturally significant. The movie SLC Punk.
Oh
I think
man,
that came
yeah,
at a
I would
time that
include
like
that.
that is like a movie that like really speaks to people. And
Yeah.
I know they tried to do like a sequel or something a few
It-
years
I didn't
ago.
like the sequel at
Do
all.
not ever
Yeah.
watch that movie. It's
Yeah,
terrible.
I can't bring myself to.
Shouldn't have
The
done it.
original's a masterpiece. Like
First of
it's
all-
such a
First of all, if you're gonna make SLC Punk 2, you need Matthew Lillard. They didn't have him.
Yeah.
You know what? Like the story's done. Like I don't want to see his
Yeah,
life
you don't
without
need it.
Heroin Bob. Like I know where he goes. He goes to law school. He becomes a fucking lawyer. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they finished
You
his
know.
story. You know, there was really.
But
like,
I would like to see, like, it'd be the ultimate punk rock dad story if you saw Steve-O as a dad.
see that would have been taken in a
punk rock-
completely
the punk
different
rock
way, though.
leader.
Yeah, that would have been fine, but like following.
That's not like yeah. That probably wouldn't
Yeah.
have happened though in 1985. You know,
Yeah.
like he probably, you know,
No,
would have
we
been.
have
You know,
buddies that are lawyers, which is, and they're like, and like
Yeah, no,
outside of
that's
the
true.
courtroom, they're like badass fucking punk dudes who will rip your head off in a pit if they need to.
True.
You
Yeah.
know?
that's
So-
true.
But I don't know about the '80s. They were pretty hardcore against that stuff.
We'd have to ask some of those guys because they were there.
That's true. Let's
You know what
ask
I mean?
Brian Benson. He was there.
Let's ask Yid.
Yeah,
true.
he was there.
Yid, that mystical fucking wizard has been everywhere in the punk scene.
Yeah.
Like, he knows
I'll
a
tell you that-
lot.
Mark,
And, like,
Mark
time-
Wilkins, him too.
What's that?
Yeah, it's Mark Wilkins or
Oh
Tim.
yeah.
Tim, I forget his last name, but
Yeah.
it's in a bunch of groups.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You know, it was
Yeah.
too in like the 90s. You know, I always argue this that America was culturally lost. Like we just didn't know, like pop culturally, I should say.
Right.
Like we just didn't know what, you know, the thing was going to be. You know, like the 80s were a very clearly defined decade, the 70s,
Yeah.
60s, 50s. You know, like we didn't
Yeah.
know what we wanted the 90s to be, and like
Yeah.
grunge kind of came in, and like, you know, maybe it did sum up the vibe of the hangover that was, you know, after the great party that was the 80s. I don't know, but
Probably.
but like Basket Case, you know, came along and like sort of, you know, quenched, you know, Dookie, I should say, sort of came along and, you know, sort of quenched the thirst. You know, if you were just like a kid that like hard rock, even, you know,
Yeah. Because I'll be
you
honest.
didn't like the butt rock of the 90s, you know what I mean? You weren't
Yeah,
into
and-
grunge.
Yeah, I
All
was
the
about
hair
to say,
bands were like
grunge
gone.
never really did it for me. So like
Yeah.
having something beyond that was fantastic. Like Alice in
Yeah.
Chains was awesome and everything, but I never really related to grunge as like the scene.
Yeah.
Once punk rock
Yeah.
came along, I like found my home immediately.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Grunge led me into punk rock.
Yeah.
Middle school grunge, Nevada, and everything like that. 5th, 6th grade, and then
Mm.
just get that curve in like 8th, 9th grade, and boom,
Mm.
Basket Case, and How Come the Wolves came out. And
Yeah.
And once
Let's
again,
go.
my youth
before
was
that,
going.
just
And then when you get into like the late 90s,
I was 6 when Basket Case came out, so like I basically had all that stuff just thrown on me. It was great. Like
and then when you get
hair metal, grunge, all of it.
I
Yeah.
love all that stuff. But then when you get, you know, like to the late 90s and early 2000s, like you get some like really crazy kind of stuff. You get like all kinds of shit you've never heard before, like, you know, Coheed and Cambria or
Mm.
yeah, great, you know. And you almost see like this like prog nerd type of people, which I, you know,
Yeah.
was when
Yeah.
I was in high school,
Yeah.
getting into it. And I don't know, it just became you know, in a good way, and I guess in a bad way too, of course, a little bit more all encompassing, like a
Yeah.
little bit less pinned down to like one style or sound, or, you know, so like the last of
Yeah.
the rules had kind of been shattered.
Yeah.
It's kind
in
of
a
weird
sense.
because
Yeah, that's no, you bring up a very good point because I can remember being a little prick at that time because it did seem like all the rules are being broken. You know what I mean? There was no like
Yeah.
standard the punk rock anymore, and it was getting like really, really big.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was already pretty
Yeah.
well into the scene at that time, and I was kind of like, "What the fuck is going on around me?" But
Right.
as I got older,
was
I learned
good.
to appreciate it. But yeah, I was a little prick when I was younger about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and all of a sudden, like, all these dudes are pop stars. Let's just
Yeah.
like call it what it is. Like My Chemical Romance were pop stars.
Yeah.
Fall Out Boy was
Dude.
pop stars.
Yeah.
I got a story about My Chemical Romance. Like when they broke up, my niece. Okay, I love my niece. Love both of them, but they're like 10 years younger than I am. So when they were crying and upset that My Chemical Romance broke up, I was laughing because I was there like at the beginning of their career,
Yeah.
like watching them on
Yeah.
stage. Like I saw them
Yeah.
open for Taking Back Sunday when Tell All Your Friends came out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
I saw them play underneath Finch, The Movie Life, and The Used.
oh my god, that lineup says freshman year, like
Yeah,
it's just
freshman year in
weird.
college for me. Yeah.
High school.
Yeah, it would have been early 20s for me. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I was turning 21. Yeah.
And it was in Philly. It was at I always
Sounds about
forget
right.
which is the Electric Factory and which is the Knitting Factory. Electric Factory's in
Factory
Philly,
is
right?
Philly,
Yeah.
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 Electric
Knitting
Factory
Factory, New York.
Philly.
Yeah, it was the
That was-
Electric Factory. But I saw
That was
my
the last time
chem
I saw
at the Knitting Factory.
Oh, okay. Where's the Knitting Factory?
New
York, right?
somewhere. I don't even
Oh,
know.
okay.
Yeah, I think it's in Manhattan.
Huh.
I don't think it's in one of the other boroughs, but I could be wrong. I don't really remember because I didn't drive.
Right.
I was just like happy
You're
as
just-
shit
Right.
for like a night out.
Right. To
Like,
get out.
really
and
happy for
stuff.
that. Yeah.
But no, I saw them State College, Pennsylvania, my favorite venue, which is sadly no longer there, but it's now the stage. It's owned by a company in Scranton, Pennsylvania. They have a venue there too, but
Yeah.
it's not the same. It's a nightclub venue restaurant type thing now, and it saddens me. But back in the day, that was the place to go because you could see whoever, like Guar played there, fucking Kill Switch and Gage, Alkaline
Yeah.
Trio,
Oh
fucking
man, yeah.
Mushroom.
Yeah.
First time I saw Mushroom Head was there. Misfits, fucking
Yeah.
Hatebreed. Everybody played here.
Yeah, there's a lot of great venues.
Cheap. It was super fucking cheap.
Yeah. That's
There
how
were-
Crack
there
Rock
were-
was. I know it's long
Yeah,
gone.
Croc Rock is another one. In that one.
Yeah.
I had to drive quite a bit to get there. But,
There were a lot of great venues back in the day, though, for sure.
Yeah.
it was like,
Come out.
I think the most I ever paid to get into the Crowbar was $20.
Wow. But Jersey, like Hamilton Street, Birch Hill, and small
Yeah.
stuff,
Yeah.
Bloomfield Ave, gosh, so many Club Chrome, so many great places that are gone. CBGB's is gone now.
Oh man, that broke my heart. 'Cause I
Yeah.
never got to go there.
The Croc in Philly, that's still there, I think.
Croc?
I better be, yeah.
The only Croc I know of was in Allentown, and that's gone. That's been gone.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
That was gone well
think that's
before
where it was.
COVID.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Well, fuck.
Some
Everything's
venues-
closed. It's a bad cycle of things that happens. The venue's closed. There's no bands. There's nowhere to play.
Yeah.
What were you
There's no
saying, Mike?
opportunity.
I was saying, noticing at least around the area, Boston, Southern New Hampshire, everything, a lot of venues starting to open up again.
No, good.
New ones are starting, people are buying places, opening back up, and
Yeah.
That's
I'm in
That's
just
awesome.
over the border in New Hampshire now, and I can head up to Manchester, the biggest city. There's probably 3 or 4 different places now you can go see a show. So
Oh, that's
Yeah.
good.
Oh yeah, that's dope.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of the venues around here, you either can't get booked at, or like for the smaller bands anyway, or
Yeah.
it's a bar and they're not all ages.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
we've reverted, some of us in the scene have reverted to like the old school way of having basement shows and backyard
Yep.
shows and shit. So
Oh yeah.
we're getting
Good for you.
a couple weeks ago, they had the all ages. Like to bring the kid to a lot of all ages, so went to skate park in Rochester, New Hampshire.
Oh yeah, that's
Thought he
awesome.
said
wow.
they did other things. There's like 3 or 4 bands and a skate show after.
That's
Yeah.
badass.
You know, so
That's awesome.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's dope.
So awesome. Like here, there's not many places you can go to that are like that. Like the last one I was at, like they're starting to spring up more and more, but the last one I went to was back in August, and it was free admission, but I gave them $10 so you could
Yeah.
donate.
Yeah.
And I was just like, yeah, That's what I paid back in the day. You know what I mean?
That's a skate show to fundraiser for a skate park. Throw some
Yeah.
money in
They were just I think they were just doing it to like help the bands like keep their thing going, and
Yeah.
give the band a little money, like even if they're local, it doesn't matter where they're coming from, give them like $100 to like get more shirts out or something like that,
Mm.
or even travel to their next show on their tour or something.
Yeah.
Which I've
Yeah.
done. Like I've booked bands just as a stop on their tour, like if they had time.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'll throw you like an extra $20 or something for gas. Back when you could do that, like $20 was manageable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
$20
Yeah.
now is barely half a tank of gas. Depending on what
fucking A.
for fairness. Oh man. Like
Yeah.
those are the days along with stoner comedies. Back to them.
Yes.
Back to him.
I
Would
got
you
them.
count PCU as a stoner comedy?
I can see that.
Yeah, we can throw it in there because
Yeah.
you got Mersh in the gang.
Yeah.
Jake Busey. Which anything I've seen him in since, I visualize him as Mersh. Because like
Wait a minute, is Jake Busey in PCU?
yeah, he's Mersh, the lead hippie.
Oh my god, that is Jake Busey. Fuck. All right. Bongins, anyone?
Yeah. Marvelous. Yeah.
Holy shit.
You're welcome.
I forgot about that. Yeah, a sneaky deep cast in PCU.
Yeah.
And of course the two guys were going to be in Swingers, John Favreau and what's the other actor's name? One with the dreads.
Alex Dessert.
Thank you, Alex Dessert. Yeah, let's get out of here. Fine. This place is dead anyway.
All right. Okay, so we can cut to a quick break because the mage is on his way.
Oh, nice.
Yay.
Sweetness.
Mighty Max, Mighty Max.
It's Mighty Max.
Welcome to Skull Dungeon.
Wow!
Mighty Max.
Smasher, get up! Your brain donor is here. Me want brain. No way, slime face. Whoa! Watch out for that first step. It's not over, Mighty Max.
Will Max get fried? His fate is in your hands.
Mighty Max, Mighty Max.
You can collect all his adventure sets, each sold separately. Mighty Max figure included from Mattel.
Dinosaurs, come on!
Capture the dinosaurs.
Those romping, stomping dinosaurs.
It's the dinosaur hunt. Chef Boyardee. Dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs from Chef Boyardee. Fun, great tasting pasta that's a dinosaur hunt. And the first one to spot the new pterodactyl wins.
Thank goodness for Chef Boyardee. Dinosaurs. Dinosaurs. Dinosaurs.
And introducing pterodactyls.
Dinosaurs.
Hasn't. Parents.
What? We caught the
Well,
punchline
that's
of a
just
joke.
harsh.
Welcome back, Mage.
It's me.
Here's Mage.
Ow.
We've missed you, buddy.
Yeah. And I only have four more exams, but it'll only keep me from one more episode, and then I'll be back.
Fuck yes.
Yeah.
Yay.
So 2 weeks.
Yep.
30
And
papers
don't ever do that to me again.
I won't, I promise.
I'm kidding.
I'm not.
No,
I'm
we're-
not going to do graduate school for another fucking 5 or 6 years. Fuck this.
We're all
Oh, he's
super
going
proud of
back
you, man.
again? My goodness.
Yeah.
Well, that'll be 2027 or 8.
Yeah.
He said.
Oh.
So.
Long time from now.
My goodness.
Unless
Oh,
it's great
oh,
suddenly.
back.
He's back. All I want to do is zoom, 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 and a boom, boom.
And both of those things we can do on here. And it's
And
only
we
on.
have the Wi-Fi and we have the power.
That is true.
Oh wait, we just lost power.
Oh, no.
He's
Oh,
back.
we got it back.
No.
Now you're
What?
just playing with my heart. You're both just playing with me now.
But Matt is currently on a break, so he decided to pop in for a little bit.
I
Yeah.
left early. I don't feel well. I think
Oh,
that I
that's
have. I don't know if it's COVID or just regular sickness.
oh
I
no.
haven't taken a test, but I feel like a bag of shit. So I told him, I
Ah.
said, I'm going to leave. He could have said no, but I wasn't going to listen. So
Mm. But, hey, well, we hope it's not COVID.
Yeah.
he wasn't supposed to be there. I would have been here a lot earlier if he wasn't there, and then I could have
Ah.
stayed longer. But since he wanted to be fucking Keener working late guy, I'm not Keener.
But yeah, man.
I don't think he
Well,
watches this show anyway. So
Well, we've been talking stoner comedies. Do you have a fave, a go-to?
Oh. yes, I do. As a matter of fact, one of my favorite movies, and I still watch to this day, is Friday After Next.
yeah.
Oh wow!
Friday after next, though.
Next.
Friday After
Yes.
Next.
That kid by Santa Claus and fucking Epps has so many good one-liners in there. There's
He
still, I
does.
still think
That is.
top flight security, Craig of the world, Craig.
That is true. Like seeing him have the security jobs is pretty funny too.
Yeah.
Yeah, holy moly donuts.
There's like, casual stoner flicks like Revenge of the Nerds is kind of a stoner comedy if you think about it.
Yeah.
A lot of pot smoking, in those
That's
movies.
true.
Boogers, obviously.
That's why I include Detroit Rock City, because there's a lot of pot smoking and stuff. And the
That's
mushroom
why-
pizza.
That's why I included Animal House, because there's a pivotal weed scene in that movie.
Mm.
Well, I won't go
Yeah.
schizo, will I? I won't go schizo.
Oh, another honorable mention is His Royal Highness.
Or
Did
Or
you
His
mention
Highness.
that, James?
Your Highness, isn't it?
Is
You're
that
talking
the Danny McBride one?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Your
Your
Highness.
Highness.
Yeah.
We were
Yeah,
just
that's-
talking about that, weren't we?
Yeah, I mentioned that one earlier. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess I should have been asking ahead of time.
It's all good.
Wearing the Minotaur dick is fucking a trophy was the best part. And that it was so big. It's like, really? How do you know?
One thing I don't think, did we mention how high? Did we talk about that at all?
Yeah, you did.
Very
Yeah,
briefly.
420. We don't even remember.
Yeah, right. Number one question to stump a stoner.
Yeah.
What were we just talking about? Wait a minute.
Fuck if I know, man. I just
What?
know I got a pizza.
Yeah.
All right.
I feel like
Make
there
this
are.
extreme.
Oh,
What are the
boy.
movies that we haven't gotten that
String
stoners
Den.
deserve? Do we need like a stoners in space movie? Do we need
Yeah.
yes, I think we do. That's obvious. Leprechaun should bring the hood to space because he's been the only guy that's been to both places. And I think that's how you make
Yeah.
it work.
That's true.
Yeah.
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 Leprechaun.
You flip
Leprechaun
that. You flip that script, and you go Stoner Journeys to the Center of the Earth.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Ah.
We've heard of Jules Verne. Now check out Jules Byrne.
You're on to something, Chris Stiles.
Maybe getting somewhere. What else do we need? I feel like we need the Jason Stoner comedy that like we almost got in the 80s. They wanted to do a Cheech and Chong meets Jason movie.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
I feel like we need
Jason
something
goes
like
to Kingstown, Jamaica.
Harold and Kumar meet Jason.
I feel
Harold
like
and-
Cheech and Chong.
Oh my
Cheech
God,
and
we have
Chong-
not mentioned Harold and Kumar.
We haven't.
Oh yeah, that's true.
In fact, I
Um,
just watched Guantanamo Bay. Like, I forgot how funny that one was. It's like so like your typical sequel that probably shouldn't have been made, but we're glad it was.
Yeah.
Like, it's full of a bunch of stuff that it doesn't really need, like the parachuting shit, whatever. But that whole scene with George W. Bush just had me rolling. Like, well, shut the fuck up and smoke my shit, you know?
Road Trip's kind of a stoner
Road
comedy
Trip,
too.
yeah.
I think
Yeah.
it is. You gonna
Yeah.
pass that doobie or what?
Doobie? Oh,
Fucking cheetah.
Yeah.
Harold and Kumar on a cheetah. Yep. How can we forget the cheetah scene? Like,
It's a lot newer but it's a movie I like to watch stoned, and I've watched it probably 16 times, and I think they only fucking released it last year. Is America the Motion Picture?
Oh my
I
god.
never saw it.
Yeah, you told me about that. I did watch that. That was funny as hell.
I gotta
Yeah,
that sounds cool.
It's bananas and it's nonsense.
I
You
do
know-
have to watch that.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
What is this? It's beer. You don't even need cow dick milk to drink.
If you think about it, there is some winks to pot smoking in both The Karate Kid and Back to the Future. Johnny is rolling a joint in the bathroom when Daniel turns the hose on him in the original Karate Kid.
Oh, yeah.
You know, his friend asked him, "You got the number rolled yet?" And that's why he's so pissed, because he wouldn't really care that much
Yeah.
that he got wet.
Yeah.
Weed, yeah.
But yeah, it ruined his joint. So
What a motherfucker.
yeah, right.
That pisses me off, so I get it.
Yeah.
Ralph had
Yeah.
that one beating coming to him. That was the one that he deserved. The rest of them,
All of a
the
sudden,
rest of them are on Johnny.
And I
But
think I
yeah.
know where you're going with Back to the Future.
And yeah, that's right. The car,
Yeah.
you know, the
When the band is in the
Marvin
car.
Berry and the
they're-
Starlighters.
they're-
Yeah.
they're smoking-
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
have all the windows. They have all the windows kind of blocked up, so you can't
Mhm.
see inside the car. And when they open the doors, it is just like
a big,
ooh.
it's like Snoop Dogg's bus, you know, you just big cloud of smoke.
and then I think it's like
Snoop
Casey
Dogg,
Schmashko
but-
or JJ Cohen, one of those guys that, hey guys, we don't want to mess with no reefer addicts, okay?
Yeah.
And then, like they were scared, like, you know, it was like, oh,
Reefer
they're all
addicts.
hopped up on jazz cigarettes. Like, let's get out of here. You
What are
know?
you doing in here? You don't want none of this, Dewey. We're smoking reefer.
Yeah, cigarette.
Oh, Dewey Cox.
Yes.
Yeah, great one too. Yeah. You know, it's a great movie to get stoned and watch when I was a young kid was Yellow Submarine.
Oh
Yeah.
Not
man,
really.
any Beatles movie, really.
Yeah, I
That's
know,
a-
but specifically that one. That's a great, like, that's
It's
just a
because it's so
treat, you know?
trippy. Yeah,
Yeah.
that is
Like
very
Pink Floyd The
trippy.
Wall and it's like, or like Dark Side of the Moon with Wizard of Oz. Like that's a stoner comedy of its in
Yeah.
itself. Just watching your friends watch that, like
Give me
seriously.
Vietnam flashbacks, man.
Yeah, right.
No, I can't watch those movies the same way ever again. Like, they just fuck. Well, Wizard of Oz, I can still tolerate.
Oh, another good one, Outside Providence.
I don't think I've seen that one.
Oh, it's a Farrelly Brothers movie that not a lot of people know about.
Rolling Kansas.
It's oh my god, it's
Rolling Kansas. Anybody?
no, I'm trying to think Outside Providence. Okay, it stars Amy Smart, Alec Baldwin, George Wendt, the guy from The Faculty and like Southland, if you know who I'm talking about, kind of a ginger guy, freckle face.
I know who you're talking
So
about.
I'd have to
Redhead
see
kid.
him.
Great movie though. Guy gets in trouble, has to go to a prep school to avoid like jail or juvie or something, and it's a sort of coming of age stoner movie. But oh man, it's one of the last things Jonathan Brandis ever did from Sidekicks.
Oh, okay.
It's got oh fucking the dude from Scary Movie plays a character named Drugs Delaney. It's so goddamn good. And like I don't want to ruin a scene, but there's a great scene where the dean of the school like reads a letter that was sent to him by his friend Drugs Delaney. It's just like one of my favorite comedy scenes ever.
Yeah, I'll have to check that out.
By the way, Mousy says he stink fingered Bunny Cody.
Well, gentlemen, I gotta go pass out for the night.
Alright,
No
dude.
worries,
Right on,
Mike.
man.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
been a
it's great to
pleasure.
meet you,
Well,
man.
We'll message you to get your address and everything. To
Alright.
send you the stuff. So take care, buddy.
No.
Thanks for joining us,
Yeah.
man.
Later, bro.
I think on that note, I should too, because I've started driving and it is fucking terrible
Yeah,
in
you
Alberta,
got back-
Canada right now.
You got terrible weather. So yeah, be
Yeah.
safe, Matt. We will see you in 2 weeks, brother.
2
You
weeks.
bet you guys. Take care.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Congrats,
Later, brother.
bro. Great to see you, buddy.
Congratulations, man. All right.
And then there
And
were
then there were
three.
3.
Okay,
Jinx. Oh.
so Chris
Jinx, buy
Stiles.
me Coke. Shit. I owe you a Coke, I guess.
So Craig, you said no to Rolling Kansas.
Never seen
Chris,
Yeah,
have you
I'm not
seen
familiar
Rolling
with it.
Kansas? Okay.
Negative.
You're familiar with Thomas Hayden Church, of course.
The great Thomas Hayden Church, of course.
He
Ever
wrote
since Ned
and-
and Stady. Ever since Ned and Stacy.
Well, then you're missing out because he wrote and directed this movie.
Okay.
It's got James Roday, Sam Huntington, Jay Paulson, Charlie Finn, Rip Torn.
Oh
wow. Thomas Hayden Church has an uncredited role. Kevin Pollak has an uncredited role.
Rip Torn is just one of my favorites. Just that voice is very very specific voice. Yeah.
But it's about a guy, his two brothers, and two of their friends. They go on a road trip to find the secret government marijuana field in Kansas that was discovered on a map that three of the young men's parents left for them. Basically, the Goonies with weed.
Okay.
But not a little less adventurous, I would say. Not as extreme as the Goonies, but still fucking funny.
Yeah.
So definitely check it out. I saw it on Comedy Central when I was like 14, and just
Comedy Central used to have the greatest movies during the afternoons.
it really did.
It really did.
It was it was one. It was a summer.
It would have
summer
some
afternoon.
some amazingly obscure stuff too,
Yeah.
which those days are gone. There is no like live. I mean, thank God for Tubi, but
Yeah.
like there's no live source for like tuning into a movie and like, oh my God, what is this? This seems really cool. I got to catch
Yeah.
this again. Something
Yeah.
But with that, you're taking the advantages. Now you have shit on demand that you get a good glimpse of before you watch it. And
Yeah, and if you're willing to shell out a couple of bucks, you can always rent a movie online and have instant access to it. And like, I don't
not
like
always,
doing
but most of the time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. There are definitely some movies that should be online, but they're not for some reason. But
I tell you though,
like PCU, I had to find like a free rip for us to watch it in a group watch one night. Yeah.
Fuck that. I have to I got to pick up an old movie that I've been wanting for years, and I make it a rule that like at least once a year I have to once or twice a year it's like, oh, I need this. Like this is if I wait any longer it's gonna get harder to find than it is already. One of them is Norma Jean and Marilyn. It's a HBO movie from the 90s about Marilyn Monroe. Another one is there's this movie that used to do these things. I think it's called like Behind the Camera or Behind the Lens or something, about these they would do like made for TV movies about the making of a sitcom. They did one on Three's Company. They did one on Different Strokes, and they did one on
I remember what you're talking about. Yeah.
I think Charlie's Angels, maybe.
Yeah, I remember what you're talking about.
Like a made for TV movie that's basically telling the story of like the Three Stooges or something.
Yeah, kind of. Except
I
in this
saw
case,
the
Three's
Stooges
Company.
one.
Yeah, there was three. The ones I saw was Three's Company, Different Strokes, and something else from that era, like Charlie's Angels or something like that. But
I saw the Different Strokes one too. I think
I'm dying to see that one.
If I'm remembering correctly, and if it's the same one you're talking about, it focused a lot on Dana Plato's death, like what led to it and everything like that.
Was she dead at that point already? Jesus.
When that came out, I think, yeah.
Fuck.
Like
Man.
I think she had just passed away not long before.
Man, that's awful.
Yeah,
it's a bummer.
If it's the same one, I could be wrong, but I don't know how many of those kind of movies they made about Different Strokes. So
yeah, who knows, right?
Yeah, and they could have always added to it. I suppose, but yeah, let's talk back to the stoner comedies here quick, because I want to talk about Cheech and Chong, not Up in Smoke, even though it is like the quintessential stoner comedy. I would say you just got two buddies going on an adventure through life, getting weed, smoking and shit, and just trying to smoke a joint. That's all they want to do. But I want to talk about Still Smoking, because that's the movie that made me fall in love with Cheech and Chong, because it showed both aspects of them. Like you see their movie character, but then you see their live performance.
Yeah.
And it's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
It's like, I think I like that one better than pretty much any of their other movies. Like because I love the live performance of a comedy actor as opposed to like them acting in a movie. You know what I mean?
I'm probably the only person in the world who feels this way, but I kind of prefer their solo efforts in character in a sense, to
Born in East LA.
Born in East LA.
Yeah, I was about to say
and
Born
Far
in
Out
East
Man.
LA. Yeah.
Born in East LA is amazing, and it's a brilliant film. Daniel Stern's best work. He's just losing his fucking mind outside that club. Like, you just get him in there. How do I do that? God fucking damn it! I figure out everything, every motherfucking person I heard. Hey man, I'm sorry, man. You seem like a really nice guy. It's okay. I didn't mean to lose it on you there. Like, it's just fuck me. Like, amazing, like amazing. And Far Out, most people have not seen Far Out, man. It's infinitely less successful.
I've never even
than
heard of it.
It's not a studio movie like Born in East LA was with Universal. Far Out Man is listed in the credits as a Tommy Chong attempt. It's not even credited as a Tommy Chong film. He directed it, but he just calls it an attempt. Credits.
I'm sold already.
It's amazing. It's got his real life wife, his real life son, his real life daughter, her real life husband at the time, who was C. Thomas Howell, who plays a fictionalized version of himself.
Radon Chong, that's right.
Radon Chong, yeah.
Also in Commando.
It's got Martin Mull in it.
Wow.
It's who else got in it? Oh, Ronaldo Ray, the great Ronaldo Ray, incredible stand.
Man, that's a name I haven't
yeah.
I haven't heard that name in a long time.
That guy was so fucking criminally underrated. The world just didn't know what to do with him, and it's a damn shame. That man was a fucking genius. He should have been like the Red Fox of the 80s.
Yeah.
And or the 90s, to say the truth. God, Far Out Man is just a great fucking weird ass movie. Judd Nelson is in it. It's so goddamn amazingly weird and bad. There's this whole like cartoon hippie land sequence. It's a great stoner movie though.
Okay. We're talking stoner movies and you just mentioned Judd Nelson. I gotta ask, would you consider Breakfast Club
a stoner movie?
Yeah.
Kind of. I mean, the movie's about sitting around, getting high, and talking about shit.
Like,
it's
that's
like the number one stoner pastime.
Like, they're bored in detention, and that ends up being their ultimate mission. Is to sit, smoke a joint.
I think one of the themes of the movie that people weren't ready to handle in 1984 is that like weed makes people come together that like otherwise wouldn't. You know, they'll bring together a jock, a stoner, a crazy girl, and a princess, and you know. A nerd, like you know, they'll bring all these people together.
Absolutely, it's insane.
Yeah, and them smoking that joint did more for them than writing that essay or anything they were going to learn from Vernon. You know,
you got you for 2 months.
Yeah, dude, I gotcha.
Mess with the bull, you get the horns.
But give you the answer to that question, Mr. Bender, next Saturday.
What if your dope was on fire? Impossible, sir. It's in Johnson's underwear.
Yeah. It's in Johnson's shorts.
Yeah,
so good.
That movie is just one of my favorite movies of all time.
John Hughes is just a master. That was
yeah.
I feel a very close connection to John Hughes just because I grew up in the town that all those movies are kind of like
You're
set
from
in.
Chicago,
yeah. I'm outside of Chicago. My mom went to high school with John Hughes, using my uncle's graduating class.
Insane. What?
You know, yeah, Glenbrook North.
Fuck.
Where I would have gone had my parents not moved.
Great John Hughes at that.
Yeah, so I mean, all those, like the water tower in that town had Safe Ferris painted on it throughout like the entirety of the 90s. I don't know if they ever painted it over to the truth.
Awesome.
That's so awesome. a lot of winks in that neighborhood. The mall in Weird Science is Northbrook Court Mall. It's 5 minutes from the house I was born in. Used to go there every Sunday in the 80s.
Damn.
Up until the summer of '89 when we moved.
Fuck.
And but you know, talk about a great summer. Not necessarily maybe for stoner comedies, but there were so many movies in '89. I feel like there had to be one that year.
There had to be.
God, must have been.
Oh yeah, come on, there has to be stoner comedies 1989. Oh, Google.
Field of Dreams. That's what we need. The stoner movie that we need. Some guy grows a weed field of dreams. If you build it, they will come.
Yeah. If you grow it, they will come.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I can't get rid of them now.
Orgasmo is not a stoner movie, but it's like a great movie for stoners, if that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
There's a lot of movies
It
that like
does.
fall into that category, I guess. They don't
Good-
have anything to do with pot smoking.
What about
but
Senior Trip? Would you consider Senior Trip a stoner movie?
kind of, yeah.
I think I would.
It's like
Google
a
didn't
drinking and
help me at
partying
all.
movie. It's got fucking
Yeah.
Tommy Chong, so I love Senior Trip, dude.
Hey, Red.
Long live the Dope King, man.
Speaking of Tommy Chong, we gotta shoot it back to half baked. Isn't that right, Fuzzy Nuts?
Hey, man, is that heroin? Insulin.
Red's
Can I like
good.
buy some off you? Senior Trip is a bright spot in the 90s, man. There was not a
Yeah.
lot of teen movies even being made. Senior Trip is a bright spot. And I said for years, I'm like, God damn it, the guy who plays D'Agostino in this is gonna be famous someday. You mark my fucking words. And for years I couldn't figure out why did it ever happen for this guy? What the fuck? And then I realized, oh, it did. That's Jeremy fucking Renner.
Yeah. Speaking of Jeremy Renner, I watched 28 Weeks Later last night for the first time in months.
Was he in
And-
that? I never saw it.
Yeah. And I totally fucking forgot. Like, he came on screen. I was like, holy fucking shit. I forgot Hawkeye was in this. Because
Okay.
I've seen
Okay.
Avengers so many fucking times. That's who I see Jeremy Renner as anymore, is Hawkeye. But I know he's been in other shit before that. It's just hard for me to see it right now because it's been so long. But yeah.
Yeah, we need an MCU stoner movie, I think.
Yeah. Don't we have
I
a
trust
stoner
them to do it,
superhero
yeah.
these days?
Well, that's what I was saying before, is that, Jay and
Blood Man
Silent
and
Bob,
Chronic.
you couldn't do Cheech and Chong meets Jason, but you could do Jay and Silent Bob meet Jason. I think that
Yeah.
would work.
That would work.
in the
Yeah,
woods,
yeah.
you could still do that. Yeah, I know those
Yeah.
guys are like 50 now, but still.
Yeah, they could still do that though.
Yeah, totally.
They're still doing Clerks 3, so I could see him still doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. And it's not like they really have to do anything. It's not like they're gonna be the ones dying and getting thrown around.
And fucking
Yeah.
Jason Mewes is an ageless chameleon.
He really
Yeah.
is. a
And so
fucking
is Kevin
genius.
Smith. You put a fucking hat on him, he looks exactly the same as he did
Yeah.
in 1994.
Yeah.
Yep. He just looks a lot healthier these days. So kudos to Kevin Smith.
Yeah.
I'm really glad he's still with us because that was a scary
Absolutely.
time. Like,
We got you to do Degrassi, Kevin Smith. Now we need you to do Friday the 13th. Make it
there you
happen.
go. There you go. We know you're watching.
You know what could potentially be 1 week after the 13th? Before 20. Maybe there's something there. A week in Crystal Lake from Friday the 13th to 420. Jay and Silent Bob got to survive
The
a week.
key is to survive the whole week until they get to 420 so they can smoke that magic joint with Jason and just get him to chill the fuck out finally.
I love it. That's beautiful. How do we make
There we
this
go.
happen? Let's do
Jason,
it.
I can't believe I killed all these kids over this.
For real, I did that.
I've
I
been
did.
challenged. I've been challenged to write a short recently, to write like a short story for like an anthology horror thing. It's got to be cheap. Maybe I could do something with weed.
Yeah.
A weed short story.
There you go.
I don't know how that would work with I've never been particularly versed in like short films,
I think short stories are my specialty, to be honest.
But like a weed horror movie sounds like it could be the type of thing that would be like perfect for a short. Like you probably don't want to watch a whole movie of that,
Yeah.
And
Even
maybe
though plenty of them exist.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
what-
true. Right?
That's what
There
Evil
are,
Bong is.
Dude Bro Party Massacre and
Dude
shit.
Bro
Bro,
Party
Party
Massacre.
Massacre 3.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know what kind of movie that is, but it's just people need to see
It's
it.
great.
Just a good time.
Yeah.
Have you watched it, Chris?
No. But I know what you mean about movies like that.
Yeah.
And I think I watched one called like the 420 Bro Massacre or something. Or some. I think or maybe it was Dude Bro Party. I don't know. But yeah, there are.
I know
few,
it's on
right.
Tubi and people need to see it.
Mm.
Tubi's free. Just saying. You
That
gotta,
it is. That
you
it
gotta
is.
sit through commercials, but
Yep.
hey,
Yeah.
it's the quickest sign up you'll
It's
ever
worth
have
it,
for
though.
a streaming service.
Yeah.
Oh, it absolutely.
Yeah,
is.
Joe, Mask.
Lots of gems on there. Lots of gems.
Oh, yeah.
Angus. I can watch Angus for the first time in 25 years on that fucking app.
Angus. Yeah.
Damn. Angus rules.
Angus is probably my favorite 90s movie, to be honest. I watched it so much as a kid.
Wow.
That's
Angus
probably
is definitely a good one.
heavyweights for me, I would say.
Yeah.
Oof, Heavyweights is great. We got the kid from Heavyweights coming to Classic Rewind weekend this summer.
Ooh,
And we
saw
got a
that.
Mighty Ducks reunion. And we got
saw that.
Tracy Gold from Growing Pains.
Wait.
I
Are we
did see
talking
that.
about the kid from Heavyweights, like the lead kid?
Yeah.
Yeah. Aaron Schwartz.
Yeah.
He Carp.
Yeah,
Mighty
Carp.
Ducks. Fucking
Yeah.
A.
The Carpolone uses his head to stop the puck.
That's awesome, man.
And we got Margaret Moreau from
No
Mighty Ducks
shit.
and Wet Hot American Summer, dude. Fucking legend.
Damn, bad.
Yeah,
Legend.
I've been watching that. That's insane.
That's
Dude, yeah.
fucking awesome, man.
You got an
Yeah,
insane
they're
lineup
really-
coming to that.
Yeah, they're really starting to roll with some awesome guest announcements. And
Yeah.
I'm getting psyched. Hella
Yeah.
psyched. And you know, I'll be there slinging some pop culture punk tees.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck
You don't
yeah.
want to miss out.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Hell yeah.
Shit, the Mighty Ducks.
You better get your ass over there, man.
Mhm.
You come hang out and hang out with Kreger and me.
Yeah.
God
Maybe
damn.
I guess it'd be tough to get Matt to come all the way up in Canada.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's only 25-hour drive, you know.
Cross
What do you
the
mean you
tundra.
can't make it?
Look at the tundra.
It's only a 39-hour drive, bro.
And
It's only
I'm
a
not talking about the
39-hour
truck.
drive. Don't let it
Oh,
down.
thought we were friends, man.
Oh man. So did we leave any out?
I
feel
think
like
we covered
we
everything.
probably did, but I think we got all the major hits.
Yeah, I think we got all the major hits.
Apologies to any movie, even if it's just a casually hot smokery movie, if we left it out.
Yeah. I gotta say, Harold and Kumar, like they had potential to be today's Cheech and Chong, but you know, they obviously chose their career paths.
Mm,
But it's still great movies. Even the Christmas special is amazing.
yeah.
Yeah.
I know it's kind of like, you know, we shouldn't mention it, but just because I watched it on TV recently. American Beauty. It's an interesting kind of stoner movie if you think about it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fucking they should replace Kevin Spacey with Joe Pesci in
There
every
you
movie he's ever
go.
done. And I think it would be amazing.
Dude, it'd be the greatest movie.
Yeah.
Like
I guess what? The fucking new me whacks off when he feels horny, all right? What do you think of that, huh?
Yeah, I'm smoking pot in the garage.
No.
Yeah, what's that funny to you? Get the fuck out of here.
But that'd be fantastic. That'd be
It'd be
great.
amazing. It'd be fucking
Yeah.
great.
They would.
Can you see Joe Pesci playing Kevin Spacey's part in House of Cards?
Mm-hmm. It'd be brilliant. I've never
Would-
seen House
I
of Cards
think-
though, so
I think it would be. I've seen a couple episodes. I think it would work really well.
I think Joe Pesci is one of the most underrated actors of his generation. And
Yeah.
again, when you become, you know, people just lock you in on something specific. They can't see you doing other things.
Yeah.
You know, the Goodfellas and the Scorsese stuff, like Raging Bull. You know, once you've done
Yeah.
that, like, oh, that's who he is. You know, Casino.
Well, for a long
Moonwalker.
long time for Moonwalker. Fuck yeah.
Oh
Michael
my
Jackson.
God! I'm gonna get every kid in the world hooked on drugs.
Well, to
Talk
me,
about
for-
to talk about a great movie to get stoned and watch is Moonwalker.
yeah, dude,
It's true, yeah.
it's very true.
It's true.
But Joe
You got
Pesci,
Michael Jackson turning into a fucking car and then turning into like a
he turned into a rabbit.
Yeah,
Like
and
a
then that
Power
whole
Ranger,
claymation thing. Yeah.
He flicks a quarter in the jukebox from like, you know, stadium away. Like, take that,
Turns
Larry
into like
Bird.
a 60-foot monster statue.
Yeah.
But yeah, Joe Pesci to me, like for the longest time, again, my youth is showing here, but he was Harry from Home Alone.
Oh, of course, yeah.
But then, you know, I saw like My Cousin Vinny, and then I saw Goodfellas, and then I saw
Yeah.
like, you know, all that shit, and it's just he's Joe Pesci.
Yeah.
Leo Getz.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's what I'm saying though.
Anything
Leo
you need,
Getz-
Leo Getz.
You get it? Okay. I refuse to get stuck with tuna. Okay. Whatever.
They
whatever.
fuck you with the cell phones. They fuck you in the drive-thru. Yeah. You know what they're trying to do? They're just trying to fuck you.
Nah, I'm the bomb. I'm great. These guys will tell you. Maybe we'll work together someday.
We'll work together as soon as I open up a cereal shop, you fucking leprechaun.
Hey, let's start with that. I didn't call you names, you fuckface.
I got a badge too, okay? Oh man.
Oh yeah, what is it? Hey, German Jews didn't have it easier when we were kids, so
kids,
they're the only one. Okay. Oh, Joe Pesci is just a national treasure. You do appreciate this man while he's here and make some more fucking movies with him, please.
He needs to do a good stoner comedy.
Oh my god, it'd be great. Leo Getz and Chris Rock in a stoner comedy. Boom. Lethal Weapon spinoff.
There we go.
Leo Getz and Sergeant Lee Butters.
It's the new Rush Hour.
Oh my god. Why the fuck didn't they do this like fucking 20 years ago?
They should have. Holy fuck, that would have been great.
Dude, it would have been incredible. It'd still be great though.
Like right
those guys look the exact same as they did
really
20 years ago.
They really do.
Joe Pesci's looked 50 since he was 10, you know. And now that he's probably way older than that, but he still looks 50. So
speaking of Joe Pesci, have you seen a movie called The Super?
Yeah, I love The Super. I was gonna say he's great in The
movie.
Super. You know, he's great in all these other fucking types of movies.
Like not one of those. It's one of those hidden gems. Not a lot of people know about it.
Yeah.
But
No,
holy
I love The
shit,
Super.
it is a great movie.
Dude, you
Turns
get
around, his car's on
Joe
bricks.
Pesci dancing to. You get Joe Pesci dancing to MC Hammer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fucking great.
Can't touch his Hey, check it out.
Oh. Well, I think we about covered the gamut.
Yeah, I think so. We threw in a lot of Joe Pesci on top just for flavor.
We all need Joe Pesci though.
That's true.
But we just want to say congratulations to Mike Peters, Massachusetts, winning our contest.
Yeah.
You people who watch, we do these things. We have more shit to give away too. So we just got to figure out something to do for it. We might do, I don't know, 4th of July something. I don't know. Back to school giveaway or something.
Back to school giveaway.
Yeah.
Win a backpack full of toys.
There we go. Ooh, that's a good idea.
Hey, you got a couple of textbooks for you, a couple of these pens for you, a couple of rulers for you there.
Everybody's getting a pack of
maybe you
pencils.
could help me straighten out my Longfellow, huh?
But I want to say, we're proud of the Mage.
Yes.
They'll be coming back to us here in a couple weeks. We couldn't be happier. We missed them. I've been itching. I've been like, dude, when are you coming back? When are you coming back? When are you coming back? But he's coming back soon. So, and we actually have a time frame. So it's nice. But Chris Stiles, what you got coming up on VCR Redux, my friend?
Oh, let's see. Tomorrow or tonight, I guess now. 420 episode live at 9 p.m. will be Dazed and Confused. We are paying ode and justice to one of the greatest stoner comedies ever made, and one of the great indie movies of all time. Richard Linklater's masterpiece. It is sure to be a great time.
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna see if there's a sequel in this thing. It's a tall order, but as we like to say on VCR Redux, there's nothing too ambitious for us on our fake pretend script writing show.
You mentioned Dazed and Confused, and if there could be a sequel, it made me think Rory Cochran. Slater.
He's the key. Slater
Yes.
never left town. In 1986, he's still in high school.
I saw a movie the other
He's
night.
He's the Frenchie of that universe, though. I think.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
if you did Grease too, you know.
But I did, like, it's not related to stoner comedies at all, but I just saw a movie the other night called Antlers. It's a horror movie. Rory Cochran is in it.
Oh well.
He does not look the same. Like, I was like, that's fucking Rory Cochran.
Well,
Like,
he's also in Empire Records.
Yes. Yeah. But he looks like he still looks the same though, but it just makes you realize how old some of your favorite actors are.
Yeah, like Ethan Embry, that's
Yeah.
like one of my favorite. I love Ethan Embry.
Man.
And it's like, oh my god, no, like you still Ethan.
Yeah, but he's still great.
He's still the best. He still looks great.
Yeah.
Looks a hell of a lot better than I do. But
Yeah.
you just want him to be like 19. You want him to look like Can't Hardly Wait. And it's like, oh, you're grown. Like Devin Sawa, he was in the new Chucky show. And he looks great. He's a very attractive looking guy. But you're like, oh my god, he looks like a dad now.
Right.
He doesn't look.
He does not look the same at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, he doesn't. So these things happen. We all get old and less cute. So.
And another thing about Dave's Confused, like I messaged you earlier and I said that was Ben Affleck in his truest form.
Yeah.
On either in life or on screen. That's Ben Affleck. He's an asshole.
Yeah.
His best roles are Batman and that. Yeah, probably.
We know my opinion about Ben Affleck, but but Chris.
All right, yeah, I saw the Pattinson Batman last night, by the way. So
what'd you think
about that?
What'd you think?
It was it was a mixed bag. Some good, some bad.
This is fair.
I can't. I'm not at a point.
I'm
where
gonna
do
it. I'm gonna do a rewatch, but yeah, I would agree. I could see.
I'm not gonna be ready to give it a letter grade yet.
Right.
But I will say, there were some things that I really liked and felt fresh, but at the same time, it just didn't feel like an event. The way that like a Batman movie.
The way it was built up.
Yeah. Well, just like Burton's film was an event, Nolan's films were events.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just. And again, that's
I feel like ever
for a while,
Justice League, they really haven't pushed anything though. Like nothing.
They're just giving you like all the variants of Batman things they can give you. Like Ben Affleck's still Batman, Pattinson's Batman, Michael Keaton's Batman. We got
no wait, this is
Jared
based
Leto's
on Batman
Joker,
Year One.
the fucking
this is
Joaquin
based on
Phoenix's Joker.
This is based on the Killing Joke.
Pattinson Joker. We got the TV Joker. We got a Alfred show, and maybe another Alfred show, and then like another Gotham crime show. It's time Jim Gordon gets his own movie, and we have Batman development. Like it's a fucking
like throwing
mess.
dartboards, like you always say, throwing dartboards at the door.
Throwing spaghetti around, see what sticks.
Yep, exactly.
But hopefully they get it together because I need some goddamn Superman movies. That's the stoner movie I need.
There you go.
Superman meets Cheech and Chong.
But Chris Stiles, thank you as always, man. We appreciate
Thank you guys. I always appreciate it. I always love coming on the den.
Yeah, dude.
Love you guys.
And it's our 420 virtual pizza party spectacular. We had some pizza. That was most of our first segment. But shout out to Pizza King and what was it? Alfonso's.
Alfonso.
Yeah.
And then Craig.
And good old Mario's.
Good old Mario.
Yeah.
But Chris Stiles, happy 420. It is.
And a happy 420 and a very happy 1-year anniversary to the Geek Den. Do want to thank you guys again for always being such a great home for me and for coming on so many episodes of VCR Redux. And you guys are the punk rock fam for life. So love you guys.
Absolutely.
Yeah, dude.
That's what we do. And we will have a special video posted tomorrow. So
very special.
All right, Gregor. 1 year in the books.
Now, enter the 3 dimensions of Batman and crush 3 times the crime. In Batman Forever, Attack-Wing Batman uncovers the solution for dropping the crime rate. And Night Hunter Batman sets his sights on defending the darkness. In Legends of Batman, Cyborg Batman has his eye on ending evil for all time. And from the animated series, Nightstar Batman makes criminals see stars. And Antifreeze Batman shields Gotham and freezes crime in its tracks. Batman Forever, Legends of Batman, and the animated series. Crush 3 times the crime with Batman. Figures each sold separately.
I'll fight evil. Whoa!
Are you ready to be an Avenger? To be an Avenger, you must be strong, smart, quick, and true. Avengers assemble! Avengers! Ultron's cannon lights up. A is for action. Wonder Man's ready. Ant-Man's mini-jet is set for action. Ant-Man extends. Captain America's droid explodes.
My shield will protect the Avengers. Take that, Ultron.
The Sky Cycle soars into battle. Falcon, surprise attack.
This bird brain.
Hawkeye's quick-draw arrow will punish evil. The Avengers, united they stand, each sold separately.